Do you think the nerves got to Greg there? He was throwing way more balls than I've ever seen him throw.
He had no walks in your series.
No.
And he had 2, I think, before that, and they probably were like intentional walks. They're like Teddy almost.
Yeah.
In the Astros.
He had to be nervous. He was 1 out away. He was 1 strike away.
Multiple times. And oh my God, Ridley's play was nuts too. Like him just putting the ball in play.
Yeah, I know. We were
like,
saying that
I was
too.
like, oh my God, oh my God.
I
was so sad. I was
sad
when he was out at home because I was like, dude, I wanted to go to game 3, so I was sad when he was
I was rooting for the Royals after the sack fly because I was like, it would be a really shit way to lose the championship.
Yeah.
Bases loaded. Can you pull up Twitch? Just make sure we're live. I'm good. Wow, I'm fired up. This is crazy. I'm having fun back here.
Royals, baby, come on.
I said roll good whiffs, and we got it.
No, roll.
Zane hit an absolute moonshot to tie that up.
Yeah, he did.
Bro, Greg looks like he's throwing slow too.
I mean, dude, Zane looks like he's throwing a lot slower than the White Sox series.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else want
I'll take some. I'll take some bug spray.
like Uber Eats is here?
Oh, really?
Said-
How much did that cost you? Like just $2?
17.
Tell me that's not the craziest thinking though, Dill.
What?
Uber Eats and bug spray.
He's
I
not
said that's next
I
level.
would have thought GoPro.
There's a ladybug. We need to give it to the Royals.
This is GOAT rule.
Get over the fence! Like to say why he made a move for this one.
You brought something up. Whoever pays the most
Serious
wins.
deja vu.
I guess just going over the rules.
Yeah, well, he's like, so what happened? He's like, you lost. What the fuck do you mean what happened? He's like, mad at me, you lost.
That way, Mike. Good swing. Damn.
Yeah, Mason, that's what you get for calling me Siobhan's boyfriend.
Mike said, yo, watch this.
I wish that was.
Yeah, still GOAT rule.
That is on the stream for sure.
I
Well,
told him, like, there's no way he hits him.
All right, hop up, Frank.
Come on, man.
All right, so what I just talked about with them, Game 3 of the championship series, there will not be any base runners added in extras. So if we go to extras, it's clean. It's something we talked about at the beginning of playoffs, but we were like, we'll just bring it up if it gets to Game 3 of the chip, and it did. So there will be no base runners added.
If it was the same situation as last game and the Royals lost to a sac fly in Game 3, would not be great. Wow. Big swing from Zane.
Yeah, the lights are 1,000 times better with home plate over there.
Yeah. Last year was kind of hard, and also we had that issue with the lights. What's it? Foul down the third baseline.
He just turned into watch this. Absolute fucking poor kids. Did you guys let them hit?
I believe it is a
played a
1-2
game.
I was
count.
about to say, all I saw was you guys swinging the bat.
We were losing
Zane takes high.
So
2-2
Cards on the
count.
win streak.
So we have a GOAT rule game here. So if Greg or Zane gives up a hit or a reach on error in the first 3 innings, Ben and Milstead are going to have to come in and get 2 outs or give up 2 runs. So these games turn into like a little bit of a chess match.
Or reach on error.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so that we don't have to argue if something was an error or a hit.
Also, though,
No, we brought it. It happened in 2021.
Oh, okay.
it's
'Cause-
not just specific to Ben and Millside. Just
Yeah, just the
that
relievers.
starting pitcher cannot be
Yeah.
pitching for however many outs.
A relief pitcher has to come in and get 2 outs.
Correct. Not to confuse anybody who might not know names.
Takes, that is
Is that a walk?
a walk.
Yeah, I mean, Zane is he's gotten out 1 time in the last 2 games so far.
Craig's getting a little.
Well, I think it's a little bit of gas on both sides, but I think it's also nerves. I mean, he did not walk a single batter in the Jays series, and I think he only walked 1 batter in the Astros series.
Never been known
Takes
to walk.
outside.
And he didn't walk anybody in this series until you get to that
Can't
they
walk.
were 1 out away from winning the championship. That's a
will
good cut from Ben.
Be a painful thing to hear
Yeah.
for whoever it is.
Yeah, I mean the Pirates need this
You were
one.
one out
Yeah,
away.
they were one strike away.
One pitch.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt like a bitch if the Pirates don't win
Yeah,
Game 3.
no. And I mean, both teams I think are deserving, but
No, yeah, these teams are grinding. I mean, the Royals with that win right there proved that this was not a fluke. Oh my God! Right away! Oh! Off the top of the fence! Behn Worley with a 2-run shot to center field. His second one of the series. Oh my God, Behn Worley! His third home run of the playoffs, and it's a 2-0 game. Wow! Goat rule in effect. Oh my God! Behn Worley with the swing of his life. 2-0 Royals in the top of the first inning. I just threw my pencil. I don't know where it went.
There.
Holy shit.
I was just about to say that. Like baseball games, you can go crazy in the announcing booth, but here they all hear it, so it's like
after a
demoralizing.
I know, like I'm waiting for one of them to turn around and tell me to like shut the fuck up or something. Oh my God. That hit off the top of the yellow and bounced out. The one thing I will say is I think regardless of if it got out or not, I think Zane was scoring and it still would have knocked Greg out of the game for the goat rule.
Yeah. And I think Ben might even went 3 there.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to score one.
No outs, man on third.
Ben's a hot out of the box kind of guy.
Yes.
Oh my God, what a swing from Behn Worley. He
That was a
looked
weird swing.
He looked like he looked good in game 1. In game 2, he was putting some really bad swings on the ball, and that was just. He took a big swing right before that, missed, swung through it for 1 strike, and then he didn't miss
I
that
was
one.
going like this. I was like,
Greg gets Riz on the inside and
Not
low
even really.
slider.
That is by far the biggest hit of Behn Worley's career.
wow.
He did it against us.
Yep.
First inning, hits a single down third
Ben-
baseline. This
Ben-
game
yep.
hits a first inning home run the right field.
Yeah, they were in a similar position. Just summarize what Bose was saying. Game 3 at the Sox, goat rule game. Ben single off Bose to knock him out. Home run off the relief pitcher and Tommy to give him the win. 1-0.
Just got shouted out because you got murked by the
Listen, my grand slam to Pat is plastered on a GIF now and on the Instagram. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
It happens. You throw enough.
like I said, the one thing I wasn't mad about Pat's home run. I was mad because I walked Greg the at bat before. I had him 0-2 and I walked him.
You were saying that.
I didn't care about the Pat one because I was throwing him strikes. Oh, Stu with a little poke. That's gonna be a tough play. He's safe. Little change up. Stu stayed back on it and just poked it. This Royals team is fired up after that big win in game 2. Zane up again, looking to blow this game open because I don't think 2 runs are safe right now.
No, absolutely not with how the Pirates been swinging.
Oh,
Zane
Zane,
pops
big
one up,
cut,
third
way up in the
baseline,
air.
Millsy under it.
Millsy gets it.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah, I mean, so the good thing for the Royals here, 2-0 game.
That's a fucking
If
mammoth.
if the GOAT rule comes into play,
That bird.
Ben could give up
was-
2
look how
runs
big
and
that
it's still a
mammoth
tie
is.
game.
It just came out from next to that.
That's why in these
Definitely
GOAT
not
rule
about
games, 2-run leads are just massive.
Yeah.
No.
Don't goose fly like that?
No.
Geese?
No.
This is incredible. I wish I could see the
Yo,
group
moose,
chat right now.
geese, mice, it all fucks me up.
Let's see what's popping off.
See, I bet you nobody texted anything.
Let's see.
It
Game
is.
two.
He lives right there.
Oh, he does. Good.
They got
Geese don't
word
fly.
that Ben
No, they don't.
hit the home run to put him up.
Flying?
2-0.
They're like old people in there. He's
They're
flying.
like old people.
Quoting Dylan, I just threw my pencil. I don't know where
If you
it
see
went.
something flying like that, it's only 2 things.
Yeah,
One
this
person.
I think after that home run, regardless of what happens here, this is my favorite championship in RPWL history.
Phenomenal. It's great.
16. Well,
I mean,
I'm
ours
saying
is too-
as a spectator.
No. I'm trying to think of like
Oh,
what was.
ours was good against the
It's always
D-backs
good. It's
because we
always-
went 9 innings.
Think of like Endgame coming out. You see, it's like that's the best movie I've ever
Yeah,
seen. Give
okay.
it a couple months, you know.
So that's fine. While he's warming up, we'll talk about it. First championship,
I have no recollection of that.
we had a hit off in the first championship, which diminishes that one for me. Colin lost game 1 in a hit off in a championship game. Weird. 17 was bad. Sean 10-run the Yankees in game 1, and then they ended up winning 6-1 in game 2. 18 was pretty good. It was 3 games. Cam was the story of that one when he kind of blew up. That was a good championship.
With the Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox, Yankees. That was a good one. Then what? 2019 was Soup A's. That one stunk.
Pirates.
2020 Pirates Jays, that wasn't really a good series.
Imagine how dumb this would be if we still used bucket.
Oh, it'd be
Hitting
ridiculous.
wise.
Nobody would be able to hit the like.
Under
That's the best
100.
thing. That's what also.
Make sure he didn't skip that.
I don't know if Soup.
That was relevant.
I don't know if Soup's listening here, but he says he has the best stats like ever in RPWL pitching. Bose, I think, is on track where he might be better, and he's pitched with one ball his whole career.
Yeah.
Like Soup pitched out of bucket in the worst hitting year. Like it's just kind of crazy pitching with one ball compared to the bucket. But then 2020 Pirates Jays, I didn't think was great. 2021, we had a really good game one. We went 9 innings. But game two, we just took a lead and never looked. We won like 5-0.
Yeah, I remember finishing that game like without really.
Yeah, I mean, it was like by the 3rd inning, we were up
That's just
5-0,
strikes.
and Sean was like, all right, let's just get this over with. We're not stopping because it started to get dark. And then last year was actually a really good championship too, actually.
That was a good championship.
We were down
That was
1-0
back and
in game
forth.
one. AK hit the 3-run homer to put us
Which
up in
was-
game one.
Yep.
Game two, Riley had the big home run against me, and then Teddy threw a perfect game.
Yep.
And then game three was back and forth. Goat rule was in play. Bleach had the big home run off Riley, and I had my shutout inning. We got out of it. So, honestly, I think the last 2 years have probably been our best 2 championships. Because I feel like if it's going to be the
Both
best
at the
championship, and 2020 was the only other one at the Lake Field.
Okay.
But I feel like if it's going to be the best championship of all time, it has to go 3 games.
Oh, absolutely.
sweep's not gonna cut
might,
it.
Squeeze in there so far.
You'd
I
have
mean-
to have like 20 lead changes.
I mean, I think this is.
2 games.
Oh, that is slip from Stu. Slip from Stu. That's a huge hit from Dennis. Goat rule is in effect now.
Wow.
This game just got a whole lot more
Pirates get
interesting.
Ben back on the
Huge.
mound. The way they're swinging.
Yeah, that
That
just
was
made this
huge hit
game
by
a
Dennis.
whole lot more interesting.
What's the rule? Ben has to get 2 outs now?
Or give up 2 runs. So that's why the 2-run lead is pretty big too.
Yeah.
Because if he gives up like 2 solo shots or a 2-run,
Greg!
Greg West! The deep center! He ties it up with a deep shot to center field! His 3rd home run of the series! An absolute nuke to dead center! Oh my God! 0 hits coming into this series, and he's hit 3 home runs! Tie ball game! Greg Myers with the biggest swing of his career! This is absolutely electric. All with 1 out.
Wow.
I mean, now your GOAT rule gets even more interesting. Holy shit. Dennis has been the table setter this playoffs, just knocking starters out of the game. And there's been somebody with big hits each time, and it's just been Greg all day today. Greg
Right on that.
probably beating himself up for walking in that losing run in game 2, but he just made a huge swing. Pat Farrell goes deep. His 3rd home run. The Pirates are now up 3-2.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Confidence is so high.
Wow, this team.
The Royals were on a high too coming out of there. And
Wow.
Everybody's hiding.
Just when you thought the Pirates were looking death in the face, they turned the table. Wow. And I think this is something you see a lot when you get to game 3. They just saw Zane for how many innings already? Like
8.
at least 10 innings in this series. And you just, when you see somebody 10 innings in a day and you just keep seeing them pitch after pitch,
Get used to it.
you get so used to it. Wow.
That was-
We just swung from 2-0 Royals to 3-2 Pirates.
now Millsy has to follow up.
Now
That's
this is by far, yeah, that was back to back. This is by far the best championship in RPWL history. Wow. This is absolutely electric.
And it is bottom.
And it's only
Bottom 1. It's
only
bottom
10-15.
1. It is the first inning.
It's only 10-15.
They're actually on a pretty good pace time-wise. They started this at like 8:30. They started the first game at
It's a 7-hour count.
6:15.
I do that to my girlfriend all the time. Like we wake up, she's like, "What time is it?" I'm like, 2 o'clock. She's like, "Shut up."
Holy
It's
crap.
7:45. Relax. Dude.
Wow.
All right.
Now I gotta do that.
Except I'm always at the
Oh, man,
Big
it's a
swing and
bad
miss.
swing.
How long were you
Millsy
asleep for?
Millsy
11
records
p.m.
both outs that inning, just like that.
And then Pat hit the one back to back, so I posted it real quick so then I can get Pat. It's
Just,
just them running home.
just
that's
like
so cool.
that,
I
the
like it.
Pirates are
I like
back
it, yeah.
in control.
There's been 8 home runs.
Yeah, that's wild. Which is
Like, I
great.
usually
That's
record that little
crazy.
snip of them running home.
Anybody
'cause
got
it's
water?
like
Is there water in this?
But now there's like 8.
Yeah, you
This
got
is,
like,
well, it's the
Is this
Texas
yours?
is
Yeah, I
the
got it.
part
Can I have some?
because
Yeah, I got it.
He'll have so much footage. Not that he won't print it if they lose.
What the hell? Okay.
Nah.
Dennis was out here with
He
his
just
hat
had to. We should shut
covering
up.
his face last inning. He's out here. I love it.
Old school.
Ooh.
Yo, if he hits one, I'll throw up. Projectile.
We'll go old school. We'll get one person standing up with Periscope, chewing gum into the mic.
Ben with a huge swing. Homered once in this game, twice in this series.
Where's the Bugs brand swallowing? Funny.
Oh, Zach, is
Hey,
break
Mike,
the
Mike,
momentum to push through these next.
Oh, Behn Worley to center. Oh, it stays in. He's going 2. Dennis throws it. He's going 3. He's got to go home. He's going 4. Greg Myers with the throw. Oh, he gets him. He pegs the zone. He gets him out. Greg Myers pegs the zone. Oh, my God. He's out at the plate. This is incredible.
And the momentum.
Oh, my God. He had it. Greg had to make a perfect throw to even stop him from scoring. And he drills the zone. Oh my God. The Pirates will not be denied.
Viewers are going to be like, it's D-Day.
I lost my pencil again. Holy shit. That's a triple in the books out at home. Oh my
Glazed up in
God.
sweat. I love it.
Dude, this is crazy.
This is how I get during like GTA heists. This is like the entire.
I am sweating right now.
Yeah, this was a
The
good
script writers did a great job this season. Oh! Riz smokes one, but it's just foul. The balls are flying off the bats in this game 3. Oh my God. I thought Ben got that one too.
Yeah.
Fell just short of the deepest part of this field. Holy
Dennis almost
shit.
had it too.
And it was such a good decision to run home too. Greg just took his time. It was a veteran move from Greg. He took his time, took a few steps, a nice little crow hop, and just fired it in.
I was close to
middle.
being
Drilled the
safe.
zone.
If he misses the zone, I think he's safe.
Well, it's just crossing the plate.
That is exactly why I was about to leave.
That's a great pitch from Greg.
Wow, what
He
an
is fired
inning.
up
What
after
an
that
inning.
one. Big shutdown inning there. Wow! This is
Greg went from this.
yup to this. He went from this to this. So I don't know if you can't see Kyle there, but Greg went from. Greg is on a roller coaster this series. He went from 2 home runs in game 1 to blowing a 1-run lead and then blowing another 1-run lead in game 2 and then giving up a 2-run home run in game 3 to now just an absolute dog again.
Just tonight.
Oh my God, dude! If Rick was here, he'd have a heart attack. His heart rate would be at 300. Oh, Dennis puts one. That's gonna be a tough play. He gets him. He got him.
Well,
Got him by half a step. Good piece from Dan. I mean, the strikeouts are low this game. It's just the ball is just
I love it.
not missing
I
the
love
bats.
Seen the relievers yet?
And Colin makes a good point. We haven't even seen the relief yet. We have 5 runs and about 1 billion balls in playoff. 2 of the better starting pitchers in this league. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that play from Greg. I thought he was scoring. I wasn't even sure he was going to beat him home, and he did one better. He hit the bat. He hit the board.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is an absolute
Yeah. Well,
dogfight. It was an absolute laser. Was he behind the mound when he released it, or did he move up a
He
little?
might have been right there.
On the mound.
Yeah. I mean, he probably crow hopped at the beginning
Yeah.
of the match.
That's what I was saying he should have done for that first one. Because, he's running all up. You're not going to get all that control when you're running at the
Yeah.
same time.
He
You take a couple
that was good.
steps and just, throw it.
That was crazy.
Zane trying to do his best to limit the damage here. Wow, the Pat Farrell home run right after, too, to make it 3-2. Pat now has 3 hits the entire playoffs, and all 3 of them are potential game-winning home runs.
That's a crazy stat.
He's got to be like 3 for 25, but all 3 hits. Like, all 3 hits.
Game-winning hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this goes 3-2.
Dude shows up.
Yeah, I mean, he's clutch, man. You can't deny that. And it's kind of weird because the outs that he's been getting, I know, especially in the Jays series and the Astros series, when he was getting out, it looked ugly. Like, they didn't look like good outs, but then he just puts together a good at-bat. All it takes is one at-bat a game to be remembered. A couple years from now, people will be talking about this championship. Nobody's going to talk about how Pat was 3 for 25 in the playoffs. They're going to talk about how he had 3 game-winning home runs to help them get a ring. That was a great swing from Pat. I mean, this game's just going to be an absolute bloodbath. I hope we got viewers in here because this is not wiffle ball that you want to miss. Pat again on it.
3 for 26,
That's
bro.
Oh, is he out?
No,
No, 2 strikes.
Oh, my fault.
I mean, I think that's like a really, really good trait to have as a hitter. Like, you're struggling, but you're still able to put together some big at-bats. That's a big inning from Zane as well. Big shutdown. Wait, I didn't even see Greg walk that inning.
Riley's the only one talking in the chat. Shout out Riley.
Riley Brown is watching this game in the chat. That right there is crazier than these
I think it was
games.
13 viewers. Riley was active.
Holy shit.
This is the greatest championship ever.
It really is. We talked about it when it was 2-0, and then we just saw back-to-back home runs to switch the leads. I mean, I don't know if you could beat this.
They're aware of it too. Pat was like, "This is the most amount of hits."
This is arguably, this is flirting with the greatest series of all time, which currently is your series, Jays Phillies, in the semifinals of 2020. To going out or for you being safe?
For me being safe.
It was close.
Close, but
You would have hit home plate before the ball hit the backstop, but you would have went back to third. It was close. And you made the right play, too, every time you got to do that.
dude, I fumbled second.
I didn't even see it. Is it 3-0 right now?
That would have been.
I mean, this is a huge at-bat here. This is a really big at-bat. And now you got to wonder what the managers are going to do. This is where a little bit of a chess match comes into play with the GOAT rule.
Because it is the top 3, correct?
Yeah, 4-0 here. If you're still you're taking, you got to put Zane up with the runner on. And then who leads for? So you have Millsy Dennis. Okay. I mean, they don't have an easy. They don't have easy players to face, but you want to put Ben in that situation. I don't think Zane does this, but you need to try and get him in the situation where you get the first out of the inning, and then you bring him in.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he'll do it. I know Greg did not do it with Millsy in Game 3 against us. He just let him get a full inning.
So I think
4-2 count here is still.
To do that. Wow.
I don't know if he will though.
4-0
Does he
with
bring him
3
in right
straight
here against
strikes.
Zane?
I would not.
I wouldn't either. I would try and get Zane out
Yes.
here, and then you bring Millsy in straight up. Let him play. Let him pitch against Ben.
And if he.
I don't know. I feel like Zane should have. I feel like Zane should have just not said that missed him because I didn't see it. I mean, I promise you, if that hit him, it hit him if he said it because I don't think he wanted to walk.
But maybe he wanted to think that.
Oh, Ben taking some good swings.
Get it off.
And then he tries to lay down a bunt. They're playing him deep. He tries to lay down a bunt. I don't hate it because that's a situation where, I mean, Zane's going first to third at least.
Yes.
Really good cut from Ben.
A little bit late.
I mean, the way he's swinging the bat, though, you think he just keeps raking.
Yeah,
You think he doesn't
absolutely.
really go to the bunt there, but 0-2 now. He had one home run and he hit one that fell right short of the bottom of the wall. Low with the change up there. I want to see this game get tied back up just for entertainment purposes.
If Ben hits one here in the drop 4.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Gets him with a change up. Greg is fired up. Looks locked in right now. Looks locked in.
I know
How are we feeling, fellas? I'm itchy, bro.
Real itchy right now.
It really looked like the nerves started to get to Greg at the end of game 2 there. But
The play really fired me.
yeah, I mean, he hit the 2-run homer too, and he looks locked in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need a shower
So like, I think
I need to play with
if I am Zane here, I'm going right after Millsy. If you get him out, then I think you bring Ben in.
Yep.
I mean, Dennis could very easily hit a home run, but I think that's your best bet. You got to get him. You got to get him in out. You got to get him with no runners on. So this is a really big at bat here. Oh, Millsy looking not like himself in this game. Currently 0 for 2.
Look good swings on the first at bat.
Oh, that's a good take.
Mike, that wiffle game got me my ring scored. So.
Bro, you should see my whoop. It's acting nuts. Taylor, you alright? You usually don't do this late at night.
Oh, Millsy up in the air. Should be an easy play. Stu overruns it and he misses it. He's stuck in no man's land. Oh, wow. That could hurt. Yeah, he could.
He took
Way too soon.
I mean, that could hurt. Because that's where you got to try and get that out and then bring Ben in.
I walked right past him and then fly
Tommy.
back.
I'd say, dude, catching pop-ups and wiffle ball is hard.
Yeah, Frankie still yells at me.
All right. We have first and second. Nobody. No, just runner on first here. Nobody out.
A wiffle ball will always go back more than you think it is at the end. So don't
Couldn't catch
ever
a
be
baseball,
afraid.
I'm not going to catch a wiffle ball. It's as simple as that.
Now,
0-1
baseball,
here.
I'll give you baseball.
I mean, Zane's got to try and work around that. That hurts.
First base.
You can't be giving away outs to this lineup.
Baseball does some more crazy shit than a wiffle ball.
That does bring
Wiffle, if
Greg
it's
up
you
again
find it, it just comes
this
back.
inning.
Yep.
Baseball,
And which we once thought was their easiest
I know.
hitter to pitch to.
Now has 3 home runs in the series, which
I got
is
it.
And has all but
someone else got it.
locked up playoff MVP if the Pirates hold on to win
I
this.
saw that, Tommy.
I would say so myself.
I mean, and Zane is 40. He's going to be 45 innings deep by the end of this series.
Oh, absolutely.
And to him, I mean, this is a.
He's
I'm gonna
played
have to
full
look at
50
this.
innings and then 50 regulation innings.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't think he go extras. Any other game besides this series?
I don't. The game one against the Phillies went 7 innings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was at
So-
33 innings coming into this series. I think he threw 2 innings in game 1, which is 35. He threw 8 innings in
8.
game 2, 43. And he's in line to throw 4 innings in this game.
46, 47 innings, depending.
So this is another interesting situation. The Royals don't technically have to bring Ben in yet
Nope, because
And
they
the
can pitch him the
swings.
bomb.
because they could pitch him in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh,
Oh wow, they're doing it right here. Okay.
lights gone.
With Greg up, and
Yeah, I don't know if I like this because of the base
No.
runner. I get what they're doing, but like I said too,
This whole block.
they could have just saved Ben for the bottom of the 5th inning
Yes.
That kid would come right back.
if they're not tied.
Hey, man.
Because you got to keep this game as close as possible so you hold on to the momentum here.
Well, you don't have that kid in his mouth walking.
If he gets out of this, I feel like they're gonna be so electric.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get out of
I
this.
just swim in a pool like 6
I mean, wiffle ball hitting is such a confidence thing too.
Yeah.
And if you're in the spot Greg's in, where he's been taking good swings all day, 3 home runs already, he's fired up.
Yes,
He's
be
ready to hit.
patient.
I think it's smart here.
No,
Pat's not right.
Greg.
Greg.
Pat's right.
That, I agree with you.
Maybe.
I don't love it
Pat's off.
because
There's a guy
I
on first.
I don't love it because 1, there's a base runner. 2, they're losing and they're the away team, so you might not even have to throw him
Yeah.
because you got to keep the game close. What?
If Millsy scores, that earned run doesn't count for Ben, right?
Yeah, that's Zane's run.
Yeah.
So if a home run happens here, he would still need to.
I'd rather Ben face
Wow.
Greg than Bennett.
Yeah, but I don't
Greg, then
like
you're up against Pat.
Greg already. This lineup's too good though.
Worst case
I don't like
scenario
this decision.
Worst case scenario is Ben versus Ben in my eyes.
The one thing, I mean, Greg's just been on the night though.
And that's what I said. Wiffle ball is such a streaky thing too with hitting. Like you get, he's got 3 home runs already. Like
You're so old. If you don't get me 17 points, we won't be ever playing together. What? I had 1
I
chip
think the
chase and I played
Pirates
the
have
best
set
player
the
the league's ever
record for
seen.
most playoff or home runs in a
You don't have a
playoff
ring?
run.
How many they
No,
have
we
now?
lost in the
They
tie.
have
It's gonna be me.
I
So Greg has
perfectly
3.
It was definitely not you.
Could it be me?
Greg has 3. Pat has 3, which is 6. Milstead has
You
1,
had
which
the
is 7.
best
And Dennis has 2, which is
that year.
9. I think that might be the most.
And RBIs alone from home runs is
Yeah.
wow.
Because I know in 2018, I think the Red Sox had 7. In 2019, I think the A's had 7. I don't know if anybody's got more than 7 until this year. Yeah, I mean, this is like a new Greg at the plate here. Like, in RJ series, he's not swinging at that pitch. He's just taking his walks. He's letting the relievers throw strikes or not throw strikes. But he's ready to hit right now.
Clips the inside part of the zone.
I mean, 2-2, you could see Ben's a strike thrower, so you might see him expand a little here and go with his knuckleball. And he does. He throws the knuckleball, but it misses. I actually really like that decision because he's hit the board with it a few times. Keep Greg on his toes. Now he's going to come back to that riser or the slider, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And he gets him to swing through. That's a huge pitch from Ben. Huge pitch from Ben. Now he just needs to get 1 out next inning. I mean, but the Royals are still playing on borrowed time here. They are down a run. Risen Stew. We are once again in a situation where the Pirates are 4 outs away from winning this championship. They were here in game 2.
Can Millsy pull it off one more time?
Can Millsy, and I'll tell you what, game 2, they helped Millsy so much.
A lot.
Like so much. That I thought if they were losing that game because of it.
Yep.
Like Ben's first at bat off Millsy threw him 7 balls and he struck out.
Yeah.
Like they were all swinging at balls besides Zane.
Let's see if they learn from their mistakes. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Or if Millsy's on.
or if he's just going to lock in now. I mean, like, you can't just let him hang around. If you let him hang around too long, a guy like Millsy's going to find the zone. He's going to figure it out.
I got it.
That's what I said, dude. I'm like, of course he does this against them. And then when he pitched against us, he just dotted the board, throwing absolute shed.
Eddie's trying. You see him cranking the arm up. That means that he needs to knock it. All he needs is 2 outs. And worst comes to worst. If he gives up 2 runs, Greg can come back in and they're down 1. Not 2.
Yeah.
And Ben's got a pitch.
Ben does still need 1 more
Ben
out.
needs 1 more out.
I think you guys have the record for team home runs in a playoff run.
In a playoff?
Run, like all the games. I think it was previously 7 by a couple teams.
At least 8.
You have 9, I think. Because Greg and Pat both have 3. You have 2, and Millsy has 1.
Doesn't matter if we fucking lose.
Yeah, I was just saying a little fun fact that I thought of after that last time run.
No fun fact, but wait for that till the end of the game. A couple weeks later.
4th inning.
I'm
So-
so sad we lost him.
I feel like it would have been gayer to. I was saying for the Royals, if they lost on a sac fly and auto bases loaded, that would have been a brutal way to lose the
Hot
championship.
mic, brother. Getting
Oh, yeah.
sacked.
Whoops.
I'm a man of faith.
Do you see how many viewers we have? I think it's like 6.
It was up over 10 for a while.
That's fire.
I can double check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look back there. But
Did we count how many non-player spectators we had?
I don't know, but I feel like it turned out to be pretty good.
1,
What was the
2,
what was the line?
3,
6.5.
10.
4.
6.5. Oh, we smacked it over. We're good.
There's 10.
We got 7 right here.
5, 6.
There was like nobody here for game
I mean, do
1.
you count me, aka?
Yeah, game 1.
Do you count
Yes.
me?
No,
guys count
you,
us?
you,
I don't count you
me,
two or those
Colin,
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
me, Colin, you, and AK don't count.
Okay.
You're not counting AK, bro?
Find Bo's count, so 2, 4, 6.
Hell no. 2,
We had those kids, 33.
I mean, the
You
Royals,
count Tommy?
No.
No?
Yo, you got
they helped him out so
Yo, you
much in
got
game
14
2.
on your
7. We
stream
hit the over by 1.
and 5 on Millsy's stream.
Damn.
Hey.
Big time.
Hopefully Potter's watching. I love that man.
That last game
I
was
love
fucking
Potter.
electric.
Potter's
Oh, this game's more electric.
He has such a
In the
weird
first,
swing.
that was wild.
Yeah, first inning, 5 runs and a million hits.
Yeah. Dude, making those calls in the check
That
swings, I was
literally-
like, I'm locking right.
My dumbass almost ran to try and catch it.
It hit the top of the yellow and got out. And Greg's play, Greg's play at the
Riley said he
plate.
thought he caught
Yeah,
it.
that was. Did you see
The
the
other
thing?
one, the other pop up the center.
The one I gave a nice
Yeah.
little punch.
Yo, imagine if Ben like slid in and beat it to the zone though. That would have been crazy.
We would have had it. They would have definitely. We would have been arguing for at
Yeah,
least 30 minutes.
for sure.
We would have had to unplug every
For sure.
video.
I had
and
him out.
Watch it.
No matter the slide, I had him out. But I was watching. I had a good view of it.
Yeah, we're not taking your word on it.
All right, Millsy's ready to go here. Struggled to find the zone in game 2, but the Royals helped him a ton. He had to get through 3 innings that game. He's only got to get 2 outs here. Now, I do think with the way that he pitched in game 2, I think this is bold that Greg's not helping him out by getting him an out here. Like, this is a situation I feel like this is exactly when you do it. When you have a pitcher... When you have a pitcher that's not really throwing strikes, I think it's the best opportunity for you to try and get one out, so you give him 3 open bases to only get 1 out. Oh, off the head. That's a huge walk. That's what I mean.
That's just, yeah.
And now, so this is where game 3 gets interesting, and this is what screwed the Jays over. This screwed the Jays over, too. If Greg has to come back in and bail Millsy out, that burns his re-entry.
Yes. I think you just let him ride it out, even though now.
I don't know, though. I think with how Millsy's been pitching, I feel like you got to try and hold on to this lead.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, Stu has to be a statue here to make him hit the board.
Yes.
You need to
definitely
you
tough to
need to make Greg think. Like, if you get first and second, nobody out, I think I would come in if I'm Greg. I know
First
it's
and second,
risky.
absolutely.
I know it's risky because then he won't be able to finish the game if it goes to extras or whatever. But you're up 3-2. You need to try and hold on to it. And Millsy, you give him another chance to find it in the 5th inning. But, I mean, who knows? He could get this out right here. It's only 2-0. If he gets 1 strike on...
sure
Oh, it's 3-0? If he gets 1 strike on Stu, though, that zone's going to open up a lot. Wow. See, I think if he's not red,
is
that's a
3-0.
pitch that he swings at. 3-0 now. I think if he's not red, he's chasing that. Millsy, you got to be feeling a little nervous here.
It's bottom.
3-1. That's a massive pitch. I mean, if you get to 4-0, the bat's almost over. But now, like I said, a guy like Stu, you get him with a strike on him, he's going to open up that strike zone. 3-1 count. Another really big pitch from Milstead here. I want to see things get complicated. I want to see... see exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. You get 1 strike on him, and he's going to open up the zone. If he misses on that ball that just hit low to make it 3-1 and it's 4-0, he's red all the way, and that's a walk.
Yeah.
Then you got first and second. Nobody out with Zane up.
Here, no matter what,
Yeah.
especially with
Now you're 3-2. And he lays off. I mean, still, he's thrown you 6 pitches, 1 hit the board.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to just take your chances here. Make him work. Like, if he beats you, he
Well,
beats you.
might as well.
Yeah. You can't chase at a ball here. They did it way too many times in game 2. Millsy's just got to put it close. And he does it again. You can't do it. That's how you lose games. Wow. I mean, he threw 7 pitches. 1 of them hit the board.
It's like what happened with Ben.
If you're Zane, you're green. You have to try and knock this run in. If he gets one he likes, because Zane has a good enough understanding of the strike zone, he's not going to swing at too many bad pitches. I just think like it's first and second, nobody out for Zane, and Greg pretty much has to come back in.
Yeah. That was
That's
decision.
not. I mean, you swing at 2 balls there. But I think that's what everybody like. That's what you kind of expected when you looked at this Royals team. It was like Zane's your guy. You've been getting way more production than you thought out of Ben, but like it's just not experienced at bats out of their bottom half of the lineup. I mean, Riz is taking his walks.
Yeah.
Riz is being really smart.
Now Zane, you walk Zane here. Does that hurt you with Ben?
I don't think you walk Zane because Millsy's been too wild. I don't think you walk him on purpose. I think this is a situation where he just tries to challenge him, and you hope that Zane doesn't hit a home run. Yeah, I think you're not majorly upset if you walk him, but this is not a situation as a backup where you walk him on purpose. I mean, Zane's trying to flip this score again right here. You know, if he gets one near it, he's swinging. And he does. That's a huge hack from Zane. And a big pitch from Millsy, too. 3-2 count now. They're down to their last 3 outs here, the Royals. Facing elimination. Full count. He tried throwing a little change up. I think that really shows you how much Millsy respects Zane as a hitter there. Throwing a change up on a 3-2 count when he's been wild.
Yeah.
I think it shows you like, hey, I'm not too worried about walking you. I'm not letting you hit a home run. You gotta come with something close here. And he spikes it. I mean, now your base is loaded, nobody out right now.
First and second.
Like I'm saying, if
Yes.
Stu doesn't
Yes.
swing at those 2 balls,
Yes.
your base is loaded,
Wow,
nobody
yeah.
out. I mean, Greg's back in this game, and he burns his re-entry. So then you get to like a 5th inning situation where Greg can't bail Millsy out. I mean, Ben is going to need to stay hot.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't love the fielding arrangement here.
No, I don't like the fielding, but I like how they kept in Milstead. It's not. Wow.
Oh, Ben.
Wow.
It's not a guy you want to bunt off.
No, especially he hasn't been around the zone.
He's not on the board. You don't want to give him strikes. But I hate how their fielding is. If he pokes one, it's an automatic run to the outfield here.
Maybe 2 with Zane on first.
Yeah, I mean, this game just comes down, I think, to like this series is just about like the experience and just not veteran at bats from the Royals 2 through 4.
There definitely has been some help.
A lot for Milstead. I mean,
and I think maybe even a couple more walks changes the result of the game early.
Well, that's it. Yeah, and I think game 2, I think is over if they just if they took a strike every at bat. I think game 2 is not even close. But they helped him out every inning. Now you got 2-1 because he went for that bunt. 3-1.
Wow.
You're looking at 4-0 if he doesn't. Your only issue here is that like a walk here. I mean, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If he walks him here, does Greg come in? I don't think.
No.
But I mean, if you're Riz, you can't swing. I don't think. 3-1 count. That's a massive pitch, and it hits him, and he swings at it again.
3-2 count.
I mean, the Royals are gonna hate me if they listen to this playback because I'm saying the same thing, but they're just bailing him out. That's 5 balls. It's 5-0. Yeah. If you just take till you get a strike. 3-2. Now he only needs to make 1 pitch. And if he puts it close, he's going to go for it. Full count. Oh, boy. I mean, if you're a Royals fan, you're hoping he throws this past the backstop because if it's close, I don't know if he's holding up. No, you got to give Riz a chance because he's honestly had one of the best eyes here besides Zane. I want to see bases loaded. And he gets him. A huge pitch from Milstead. Wow. What happened to it?
I think it just came out. I don't know if it broke.
Man. Oh boy. That's just inexperience. Inexperience. If they just, I mean, Stu gets walked. He didn't throw Stu gets walked easy.
It's the Royals' way.
Ben gets walked on 5 pitches. It's just.
What a big pitch that one. That was a full count.
It was a big pitch, I know, but like.
I can't believe Ben watched it. Is all the ones he swung.
Well, it's because he swung at all the balls. And I don't think that's a pitcher that you bunt off either. Yeah, he's been all over. He can't hit the zone.
He did it last at bat.
Yeah,
it's not smart. The bunt's not smart at all. You don't.
The game 2, I think game 2 wouldn't even have been close if they just went up there and they were like, "I'm taking till we get a strike."
This is bottom 4, right?
Yeah, I don't think game 2 would have even been close if they just took.
He did in fact break the zone, so we gotta tape that shit together somehow.
Well, this is we have 2 outs left in the season, so.
Wait, what inning is right now?
It's bottom 4. The Royals are down to their last 2 outs,
We'll have to get
and Zane might not get another at bat. Greg's throwing against Riz and Stu. And I can promise you he is going to make them hit the ball.
He's not going to walk in.
Nope. Man, I really hate to see that inning.
That is a 2-2 count on Pat.
Really gutsy pitch from Milstead, too. Like Colin said, full count. He didn't hit the board once at bat with the first 6 pitches and then just dots it. So he's doing like
Stu and Ben that inning.
what?
Stu and Ben.
Yeah, I know.
Both swung it.
Yeah.
Game 2, they did the same thing for all 3 innings he had to pitch. I mean, that's the
Full
difference. Like
count.
if Millsy's throwing like that against the White Sox or the Jays or the Astros, he's walking runs in.
Right. Why is that feeling? Is that tape?
Yeah, I guess because it's hot. This stuff, it's like paint, I guess. I don't know. It's paint. Pat would lead off walk. Ben just needs to get one more out to get out of this. The Pirates would absolutely love to add some insurance here. Behn Worley starting to lose it a little bit.
Comment on the stream and said Pirates got scurvy.
4-0. I mean, like this is where Millsy's he's not swinging the bat.
Absolutely not. And he will definitely not swing.
I mean, I think so. If he walks in here, yeah. Does Zane burn his entry? I know that means that he's not going to be able to pitch if it goes to extras, but like, you need to keep this at a 1-run game.
I think they're keeping Ben in against Dennis.
I don't think it's like an awful decision, but it's a 50-50.
Depending on the result of the at bat.
I mean, Dennis could finish this game right here with
Yep.
one swing of the bat.
Yeah.
And I know he wants to. Trying to put an exclamation point on a great playoff run that he's had. If he walks him here, you have to bring Zane in.
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, and then if you
Especially
tie it up
two
in the
outs
5th,
left.
then whatever. You tie it up in the 5th, but you can't game plan around the bottom of the 5th when you're losing 3-2. Is that fair? Nope.
Oh, ball.
That's what we did in our game 3. Cam gave up the first inning home run to Dennis, and then I came in to try and pitch. I was wild. It was 1st and 2nd. I just didn't feel it. So we brought Cam back in to burn his re-entry, which we did give up a run in the 5th, which ended up screwing us. But, like, you can't just play for that 5th inning.
Oh, yeah.
You got to play for what's in front of you. Because, I mean, if they get a couple more runs here, the Pirates, this game's over anyway. Was it 4-1?
I believe so. Yes, 4-1.
That's a walk. Our bases are loaded. Is Zane moving? He's not. Yeah, I think that this is a mistake.
Wow.
I really do think this is a mistake.
Do you think he's waiting for him to get one out?
Well, I mean, he only needs one more out, but I just don't.
He does.
I think it's a mistake. 'Cause you got to keep this game 3-2 if you want to have a chance to force a bottom of the 5th inning. Yeah.
2-0.
Can't switch in the middle of a batter either. And then after this, it'll just be. I mean, you're also in the point where, like, if Zane did come in and he gave up a run or two, it would still be Ben's runs, and he could throw the rest of the game anyway. Damn. The Royals are staring death in the face.
Do you lob it over right here to try and get him to try and crush it and get a ground out or something?
No, Greg's better than that. He won't swing.
Yeah, he realizes Zane could have
Yeah, I
we're
don't.
just
But if
saying
Zane comes in, he's done for the game. Like Ben, I know, I agree with
He
you.
just
I,
needs one out.
I know, I said the same thing.
You just lobbed it.
Yeah, I don't think he'll
Just give
swing.
your chance- give
We'll
yourself
make him
that
hit it
chance
2 more
with one
times.
run.
That's exactly what I said too. Yeah, I thought it was a mistake that he didn't come in when it was first and second. Yeah, you got to do it again. Make him like, make him hit it.
Yep.
That was a lob. I
Is it a
mean,
full counter?
yeah, full count, 4-0. And he misses. And very upset. I know Zane didn't. Yeah, I think the inexperience of this Royal squad just kind of got the best of them here. Four-2 Pirates now. After the walk of Greg. I mean, it's kind of huge to keep it at 4 too, because if Zane gets up, that means somebody's going to be on base.
Yep.
So he will be the tying run. So you need to keep this at 4. Just misses.
2-1.
2-1. He's got to get one here. Wow. 3-1. This is unlike Ben. I wonder if the nerves are maybe getting to him as well. But he's not really known to walk many people. 4-1 here. I mean, if he gives up a run, Zane can come back in. But like I said, you really need to try and keep this. And he swings. That would have been ball 5.
That looked low.
You got to imagine the Pirates are not too happy with that swing. 4-2 now. He's letting Ben back in it. I mean, this is a huge pitch from Ben. Oh, and he hits it. He's going home.
He's safe.
And he beats him. 4-2.
And Ben is done. That is 2 runs.
No, I think it hit it through the net, Frank. Pat with a big hit. 2 RBI single from Pat Farrell. Zane's now good for the rest of the game. We're looking at 6-2. I thought it hit the whiteboard inside the net.
What would it matter?
Like if it hit the whiteboard through the net, then they wouldn't get extra bases. They're saying since he missed the backstop, they're getting second and third. Yeah, it hit the scoreboard through the net. I mean, this is like perfect for Greg too, because if there were going to be any nerves in the 3-2 game, I don't think you're feeling any nerves up 6-2. He knows that all he has to do is throw a strike, and they could hit 3 solo shots off him, and he's still winning. So. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that wasn't a great swing. 6-2, yeah. And I said, like, now I don't think any nerves are going to get to Greg now. You got a 4-run lead. All you have to do is hit the board.
There are no outs.
Pirates are now 2 outs away. With a 4-run lead to work with. This Royals team looks like they're kind of just running out of gas. This is their 10th game of the postseason. This is their 24th overall game of the season. I thought so too, which is what they said it was. 4-0.
They knew me and Noah were dropping out.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of would make sense.
It doesn't matter anyway. Just championship doesn't matter because the trade was illegal.
Walk.
It was illegal.
So this is a protested championship.
That falls on the commission, though.
Yeah, it kind of does. We had like no clue who had what picks, so it definitely kind of does.
I started the trading frenzy with I had like 3 years of first
Yeah.
balls within the
It's
first
hard to keep
season.
track of it,
Within the
but
first
it is kind of crazy. Like that's gonna go down as one of the biggest like what ifs.
No, it was like, my arms are-
I said like that actually will go down as like one of the biggest what ifs. Like what if we caught that?
So what happened from that trade?
Greg moved from, so Greg was originally picking 5, 9, and 14. But instead of 5, 9, and 14, he was picking 5, 6, and 11. So his picks got way better. But like he did it with the perfect captain too, because I think anybody else would have noticed. Like I have 3 first-round picks. Noah had no clue. Like if you tried trading that to somebody else, they would have been like, "Wait, I have 3
So
first-round picks."
everything's washed next year's draft.
Probably.
So it's just
Probably. The only way it wouldn't be is if we maybe bring in a 9th captain and they might get like the Expos picks.
Yeah, bring Soup back.
no. I'd like to win in the championship. I'm just glazed.
You say full count?
Yep.
I think Soup would dominate.
Yeah, and he's the only reason I don't have a run.
I can do Soup.
Yo, he wouldn't dominate like he did.
Because we don't have the
The
we don't have the
bucket. It's just one ball.
But he still throws gas.
I know, he would still be really good. He wouldn't dominate like he did though.
I mean, like the third round picks would struggle.
That's another run.
He'd be a winner.
I mean, not really. I mean, this is like a really good series. Not how you want to see it end, but
Very true.
Greg. Oh, they're going to drop it. They dropped it. Touch two. Flip one. He's
out
no
of
longer a force.
Yeah, AK.
AK! Good call, brother.
Wow, the Royals just kind of self-destructing. It's now 8-2.
Just like that.
Yep.
I'm not staying here to leave right.
I have to drive all the way back to the
Now, did that ruin this being the best championship of all time?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
With how it got to this point.
Yeah, I don't think so
it
either.
deserves it.
But it definitely could.
Depending on what happens, yes. But
It's no longer the best series of all time, that's for sure. I don't think it tops that. You aren't even in the league
no, I
with the
won't-
series
I
we're
wouldn't be able
talking
to
about.
speak on that.
Game one went to extras.
Of what, 20?
2020 semifinals. It was Phillies versus Jays. Game one went to extras. It was like 8 innings. Mike Collins hit a grand slam, and the Jays won game one like 5-3.
Okay.
Game two,
yes, sir.
the Jays were up 1. Cam hit a home run off Ethan, and then Colin hit a 2-run homer in like the 5th inning to force
Wow.
game 3. And then game 3 went 11 innings. It was 0-0. It was 0-0. Pat, or no, not Pat. Liberio hit a home run off of Ethan. Ethan was throwing, Liberio, yeah. Liberio hit a home run off Ethan. Ethan was throwing a perfect game. It was in like
Wow.
the top of the 6th inning, so it was in extras. Liberio hit a home run, put on 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bleach hit a home run off Cam to tie it up 1-1. And then the series went back and forth 11 innings deep, and then the Jays ended up winning.
And I would have to say that might.
Like
top
that
it.
was just crazy.
They had bases loaded like the bottom of the 7th.
Pat strikes out there.
And I pegged Lee going to second to save the game. Highlighted my career.
We put like car headlights on that.
Yeah, that was crazy too. Like Mike was just saying, they had a crazy peg, like to keep the game alive. It was just nuts, the whole series. And then Pat strikes out. Greg Myers with a strike there. We got to lock in on this series, though, because we are now 2 outs away from crowning a new champion. Greg gets Riz the chase, 1-1. I mean, it almost feels like this last inning is a formality. It's an 8-2 game. They're down 6 runs. They need a miracle. 0-2.
Going from the madness that was.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said to Bose. Does this make this no longer the best championship? Is it how Game 3 got?
You gotta have the horse drawing of like Game 1, Game 2.
Yeah,
It's really
exactly.
detailed.
Oh, we're gonna make a meme.
Game 3 is like the stick figure.
But even like the first
Strike
inning of Game 3 will still be the nice
1 out
horse.
away. Wow.
Greg gets Riz looking. Eric Stewart up to the plate. The last hope for the Pirates here.
Get the videos out.
Hits him in the leg. I mean, don't you just wish this was still a 3-2 game?
Absolutely. That'd be awesome.
Even 4-2. Even 4-2, because then you're hoping that Stu gets on and gives Zane a chance to tie it up.
Which would just
Greg fires back with a strike. 1-1. I'm not sure what just happened. I think Stu might have broke the bat on the check swing. I'm not really sure. 1-1 here. 1-2. The Pirates are once again 1 strike away from winning the championship. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Struck him out! The Pirates are your 2023 RPWL champions. Wow, and it was one hell of a series. They battled through 9 games these playoffs to get there. The ultimate team effort. Greg Myers for sure takes home playoff MVP, not just for his pitching, but absolutely raking in this series today. 3 home runs and more RBIs than I could count, maybe 7 or 8. Just an absolutely great display of wiffle from Greg there, and an absolutely great series from the Royals too. The Royals fought with 3. I got to get out there for some player interviews here. Wow, this is just what a series. Got to grab the playoff. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm the commissioner.
Yeah.
Got to present the trophy. Can you grab the playoff MVP trophy? Yeah. Got to present this trophy here to Greg Myers.
Yo, we got the stream.
Playoff MVP, Greg Myers. First ring. Holding the trophy. Greg.
Love it. Pass it around.
For what?
Get it on video or some shit? It is. You can.
Go get the video then. Grab the thing. I got the mic right here. Here, just unplug my phone. I got it. Here.
Oh, I'm on it.
I got it. All right, we got Greg Myers here, playoff MVP. How does it feel?
This is why we play, man. I've been waiting 7 years for this. I've lost 2 to get to this point. I'm glad I could do it with fucking these boys, especially my boy Dennis.
Yeah, I was going to go to Dennis next. He has been a year 1 member, battled through 1 championship loss, couple heartbreaking playoff losses, and how does this make it feel?
Oh man, it was great. I mean, Royals gave us a really good run. It was not easy at all, but it's about time, is all I gotta say. 8 years in the league, it's about time I got one.
You guys went through 9 games this postseason to get that trophy. Battled the whole way. Full team effort. Millsy, with his best pitching performances in the RPWL, I think. How did that feel, Millsy?
Last game felt great, not so much today.
Yeah.
Thank God they held me a bit there.
I know, yeah.
Whatever
Made some
happens.
really big pitches, that full count pitch.
Yeah, made it work.
Feels a lot better than last year, right?
Ring me, bitch.
And then Pat Farrell.
Give me that $10 Amazon ring.
Pat had a few hits these playoffs. Not his best performance, but every one of them counted.
Yeah, a lot of home runs. You know, I pulled my Bryce Harper DH spot out.
Game winner in 3 games.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a couple walk-offs, which I'm I might call myself king of walk-off.
I need a lot. Oh my God.
That's me. I'm done.
Huge
Yo,
series.
you're excited. Playoff MVP.
Playoff MVP, Greg Myers.
Attaboy.
It was a question mark entering this series, and then he just hit 3 home runs and absolutely shoved.
More
no
than I hit in
debate
14
now.
games in the regular season,
Yeah.
baby.
Greg absolutely snapped. Would not be denied the chance of this ring. Congrats, boys.
Full team effort again.
I'm going to shut this stream off and get the picture.